This is the day after reveal on the 93-20 stand. Manchester City 3, Manchester United 1. What a result that was. Absolutely hilarious. United fans can say they defended well, but trust me, they came to the Etihad without the slightest clue. Ten Hag just thought, you know what, we're just going to defend. They had absolutely no hope. No structure, no plan. Just sit back and just see what happens. Got lucky with an 8-minute goal. Well, not lucky. It was a great goal. Don't get me wrong, but just sit back and defend. It's just, you don't do that in a derby. Go away and just think, like, when you're United as well. Like, I can understand back in the day if we did it, but we still had a goal back in the day. They just came with nothing, and they left with nothing. They got nowhere. I've got the foot mob stats up here. And if you look at the momentum graph, they had no momentum. Even when they scored, we still had momentum. The only time they had the momentum graph shows red is literally a minute before we scored the equaliser. It's unbelievable. This graph, and even our goals, they didn't really come from when we had high momentum. We just absolutely played them off the park. The stats as well, they back it up. 73% possession, an XG of 3.33 to their 0.25, 27 shots to 3, 8 on target, 1 on target. So their Rashford shot on target, that was it. They had a shot on target in the 8th minute, that was it. And that was it, just over. Again, scroll down to the stats. Shots, blue, 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 blue on everything. Expected goals, blue, blue, blue on everything. Passes, everyone was blue. Most passes, most accurate in our own half, in their half, long balls, crosses, accuracy. It's just phenomenal. The only thing they've got is the defence section. Like, that's it. With their tackle win percentages, interceptions, blocks, clearances. They had 41 clearances, we had 4. I'm only just reading the stats. Doesn't even give you a good picture of the game. Unbelievable. 0 yellow cards as well. In a derby for City. They had the 1 red. I mean, the 1 yellow. That is phenomenal. I tell you, Rodri's not been booked in what? When was the last time Rodri had a yellow card? If we check his past games, Rodri, he's not been booked in about ages now. I mean, we're going far back as Tottenham, the 1-0, no yellows. I can't even see last year. Oh no, here we are, previous. Yeah, the last one was Newcastle on the 13th of January. That was it. He's not been booked in any other games he's played. He's done 90s everywhere across the board. Unbelievable from Rodri. The consistency he's had recently is phenomenal. I mean, overall, we're going to get on to Rodri in a bit because that is phenomenal. If we go back to the United game though, it's unbelievable. Let's have a look at some player ratings that FootMob have gone with. For United, their best player was Bruno Fernandes with a 7.7. And that was just because he got an assist. Did nothing else, I don't think. Made 29 passes. 52 touches. Did he make any? How many chances did he actually create? 3 chances created. And he was their main guy. And he got a 7.7 match rating. The whole team was just awful from them. I'm surprised Varane was their lowest defender because I didn't think he did too bad, Varane. But if we focus on us for a minute, the proper team, let's just switch over a minute. Bernardo Silva got an 8.5 with no goals or assists. He was our 3rd best player. An 8.5. He was phenomenal. He was a leader yesterday. He was the example of a leader. We saw yesterday with everything that he did. There's a great clip on Twitter, I'll see if I can find it, of him taking control and just being a leader and just trying to calm the situation down not long after they scored. I think it might have been before we equalised or something. There was a certain time in the match where he took charge of the game. So I can understand why he's part of the leadership group of the club. Again, back line was alright. There's one man I want to point out here, and that's Kyle Walker. apart from maybe not tracking back on Rashford's goal, his overall game was pretty phenomenal. I mean, I know he didn't have to do much when he recovered the ball for Phil's equaliser, when it was with that foul on Rashford. But, you know, everything else, his game was great. I thought he did well. Nearly had his goal as well. He had a good when that shot from distance saved by Anana. I thought that was gonna if that had gone in after the matches upon matches of long shots. If that would have gone in, that would have been phenomenal. Phil Foden, though, man of the match with a 9.2, 2 goals, 9 shots. He turned up today. He turned up for that match. Absolutely incredible. Won 5 duels, 116 touches. Oh, imagine if that was 115. Oh, we could have had a field day with that if he'd have had 115 touches. Oh, that's disappointing. That is disappointing, Phil. Why have you had 116? One less touch and that could have been hilarious. Erling Haaland as well. Let's point him out. I know he had that shot. What's it now? A 0.89 xG. That's what they've given him. How he didn't score, I'll never know. Not the best game from Erling. He had he had a great goal at the end. He took his goal well at the end. Which, surprisingly, of all his 3 goals, of his 4 shots, that was the one with the lowest XG. Like, unbelievable. Jeremy Doku, he was all right, I suppose. Doku would have preferred Jack Grealish today. This was a game that showed us why we need Jack Grealish, because he took people on, but like 2 out of 6 successful dribbles. I just thought Delo had him pretty covered. He wasn't the best. Kevin De Bruyne as well. He made a lot of chances. I'll give him that. But I swear he had 5 shots, none on target. Like, when he took his shots, they just sort of went anywhere but the goal. Other than that, though, absolutely phenomenal, though. Couldn't be more proud of that. 3-1 to come back from 1-0 down. United's first loss in 10 years when they're up at half-time. So that's a good record to be broken, because I'm sick of that stat. They're still unbeaten. They still haven't lost when they're winning at half-time at Old Trafford, but, you know, at least this one's been put to bed. This 10 years of, we're winning at half-time, we'll be fine. Because it's just, they can't get away with things like that. Anyway, let's have a look. I've got a few things saved on Twitter as well we need to have a look at as well. I've got one here from Priceless MCR. Rodri's last 59 games, 10 draws, 49 wins. The longest unbeaten by an English player. That's just unbelievable. In England, the longest unbeaten run by a player in the league. Like, that's just incredible. He was already more unbeaten than the Arsenal Invincibles, but now he is invincible. 59 games without a loss. And he's going to Anfield next week, so bloody hell. It couldn't have been like, it would have been great if that was the 59th game. Because now he's brought the record now. He'll just call it there. He won't, it's Rodri. He'll go to 60. 60 games unbeaten, that's a great number. If he can do that, that's just phenomenal. 59 games unbeaten, wow. This was a good post as well that caught my eyes. Haaland's in there somewhere at the 2014 League Cup final, now he orchestrates it. Like, that must be amazing for Haaland, wouldn't it? If he was there for the Carabao Cup final in 2014, doing the Poznan against Sunderland, and now he's there watching the whole crowd doing it as he scores, and he's doing it himself on the pitch. Like, that must be a dream come true. Like, to go from this to this in like 10 years for Haaland, being a fan to the most, like, the best player, like, it's incredible. What a journey he's been on. It's amazing seeing a young Haaland there, like, with this little City hat on. He's a City fan. He really is. He's not going to Madrid. Why would he want to go to Madrid? He's City through and through. It's blatantly obvious. There's absolutely no reason he'd want to leave. baffles me when people go through that. Really does. And the last one here as well, this video here as well, just showing this foul by Kyle Walker that people like Goldridge were absolutely whinging about. Like, it's just pathetic. It really is. Watching it again, it's like he grabs there and he just collapses. Like, you're through on goal, Rashford. Then he gets up and starts whinging. I'm glad the ref was having none of it. Ten Hag got booked for that as well, because I think we went up the other end and scored from that. I think that's where Foden scored from. Clear as day it was a foul, as there was no other reason for Rashford to go down. No, the reason he went down is because he's a diving cheat. It's in the blood. He learns it from Fernandes. It's obvious. Well, anyway, that's a great review of the match there. What a win! That's how you win a derby. 3-1, obliterate them. We went to Old Trafford. What happened? 3-0. We did better at their place. We've had a better game at their place. Unbelievable, man. So we've done the double. We've done the Sven-Goran Eriksson. We've done beating them home and away. That's all that matters. Thank you all for watching this review, the day after review, and I'll see you for the next one. Goodbye.